Hello everybody, welcome back to our Don't Starve Alone series with Maxwell, and we finally gotten to spring. So first up, I want to say thank you so much for everybody who has been stuck to the channel so far. I've been seeing a lot of people who are still subbing, even though it's been a month and a little bit more since I haven't made a new video, but today we are going to make a new video. So hopefully everybody's still stuck around and, will enjoy the videos so far. So today we are continuing our spring playthrough for Maxwell, and as you can see, we actually have voiceover now. So for this particular video, mainly because during the recording of this video, I haven't really been getting a lot of sleep, like for proper sleep, so I sound really tired and I barely am audible for most of it. And not to mention, whenever I play video games, I tend to be quiet. I don't really say a lot, so it's only when I make, videos where I actually be more vocal whenever I'm playing games. So I'm gonna try something new. This will be a edited version of the videos for this episode. So yeah, hopefully you guys will like it. Alright, so day 1 of spring, we need to make ourselves an umbrella. Since it's the rainy season, the umbrella has 100% water protection, and during summer, it also provides a good amount of overheating resistances. Since we didn't have any bone shards at camp, we set it off to the desert in search for bones. Alright, let's walk towards the desert, which I know has a lot of bones. Okay, where's the desert? Oh man, I haven't found the desert yet? Jeez. Oh wait, no. It's here, okay. It didn't take me too long to get to the desert, though there is a lot of annoyance during spring, mainly because of the rain, and since winter was just a day before, the actual world is still somewhat cold, and with the rain basically making you, like, soggy, it's actually not helping at all. Not to mention, the world is full of dangers, and at any point something will try to kill you. So when it comes to open world survival games, there's a lot of randomness with the generation of a world. When I was walking along the edge of the Oasis Desert, I stumbled upon a very welcoming sight. Oh. It seems the Lunar Island is next to our island. Great, that's awesome. So with the Lunar Island discovered, I pretty much saved time on sailing around the ocean just to find it. It's actually a very good thing that it spawned next to us. So with day 2, I pretty much been gathering more resources. I haven't really been doing much besides that, like exploring and gathering resources. That's pretty much what I've been doing for the whole video, to be honest. But for this particular part, also I probably should mention as well, we finally went for a rebranding of sorts in our YouTube channel. No longer are we called Retake Replay. We are finally officially changing to Our Times Ahead. Yes, we are finally rebranding our channel to Our Times Ahead. So a little backstory in regards to our old name. Retake Replay has pretty much been a name that I've made right after high school, I believe. And the whole idea is because when it comes to Retake Replay, when I was younger, I wanted to be a filmmaker. So the whole YouTube channel was the idea of wanting to be, a filmmaker slash a gamer kind of thing. Well, gamer sounds awful, but like an online video game player or an online entertainer, I guess. So pretty much the retake part was based off the fact that for, when you're making a film and you have like bad shots or something, even now when I'm doing a lot of these voiceovers, I have to retake the whole voiceover or like clip or scene a lot because I'm really bad at voiceover. So this is basically the idea of retake. And for the replay aspect, obviously there's a lot of things you can talk about replay. Like it could be like based off like, you know, videos and stuff like that. I want to replay this video. But in the gameplay, game perspective, it can also be like, oh, I like this game, I want to replay it. Or like, you know, that part in particular was really fun, I want to replay that. So the whole idea was basically film and games combined, you know? So I want to retake this, I want to replay that kind of idea. So the whole name, Retake Replay, was born. But then I wanted to change the name to just something a little bit more personal, because I feel like, you know, when it comes to those kind of things, I really wanted to do a rebranding that kind of like, you know, makes it more me, I guess. So the whole idea of Art Times Ahead, my name is Richard, and a short form of it is going to be either Rich, Ard, you know, just something shorter, and I kind of landed to Ard mainly because, you know, it sounded nice. And it's not a Witcher ripoff, hopefully, don't sue me, please. And, you know, it's kind of like a pun in itself, and I love puns, so Hard Times Ahead, Ard Times Ahead, it makes sense, you know? But that's the name we're going for from now on, and I hope everybody will, you know, get used to the name. That sounded really bad. Hopefully you guys like it. And as well as another side note for Art Times Ahead, the whole idea of it as well is that, you know, life is somewhat kind of like a journey, and sometimes you have to remind yourself that there's always going to be hard times ahead, which is such a weird way to think, like that's the name I want for my brand. But in a way, as a journey, like if I'm ever going to make, like, you know, since, you know, my life is kind of like a journey in itself, everybody has their own journey. I want to be able to do things on this channel, or in general, just like in life. I want to be able to enjoy the process and the journey of all these things that are happening and stuff like that, you know? The whole idea of like, you know, there's going to be hard times ahead, but you can still persevere and you can still do what you want to do and work on the things you want to work on, so long as you have the, you know, the resilience and the perseverance of wanting to chase for something and, you know, work for something. Like, that's the whole idea of Our Times Ahead. It's kind of like, it's not necessarily being, you know, sad and upset about, you know, things are going to be tough in the future, but more so like, you know, this is your chance to do your best and strive for it and make that your journey kind of idea, you know? Maybe that's the branding for Our Times Ahead. So maybe that's a better like explanation of it. So with that out of the way, with day 4, we pretty much did a little bit more mapping, and we're prepping ourselves to head to the Lunar Islands. With boat kit in hand and lightning rod pre-crafted, we headed back to the oasis where we make our bridge. The Lunar Island, shrouded in mystery. The Lunar Island itself is separated by 5 different biomes: the Rocky Beach, the Lunar Archipelago, the Lunar Forest, the Lunar Baths, and the Lunar Mines, each of them having their own characteristics as well as their own mobs and harvestable materials. So during my visit to the Lunar Islands, I had a couple of tasks in mind. I wanted to assemble the Celestial Altar, grab myself some glass cutters, and gather some stone fruit bushes to transplant to the main islands. Some of these tasks were easier than others. Alright, so the thing is built. We'll go ahead and make our weapons as well. After being bullied by the Gestalts, I got my glass cutters and my stone fruit bushes and headed back. Let's just keep going. We don't need to disturb the locals. I mean, it's a pretty good haul. We got like 5 of these glass cutters. We got 2 of these moon glass axes. And yeah, we got 10 of these stone fruit bushes, which is great. On day 7, we got back to the main island, transplanted some stone fruit bushes, took out the fleshy bulb in our base, made some food, and prep ourselves to farm some more nightmare fuel. Of course, the moment I put down a fireplace, it starts raining. Get wrecked. Barely see it. Alright, day 8. We finally gotten ourselves a dark sword, so it's time to do some hunting. Yeah, there's a little spawn here. Did you see these, like, nests, I guess? They're kind of like, you know, little, straws. That usually indicates that it's a moose spawn, so... Oh, I see some. Where are my guys? Where did they go? Stop focusing on chest. They all despawned? How far did they gone? That's some kind of joke, isn't it? I think they were all chasing, like, the Muslims. That's so sick. That is so silly. What a waste. Ooh, wow. It died really quickly. Okay. That was a lot of damage. Be careful then. Jeez. My boys did a lot of damage. Holy cow. It's actually really nice taking out moose gooses because you get a lot of drops from them. On day 10, we found our second moose goose, and we get to see this annoying interaction. I don't like when it does that, when they're the aggro, and then they immediately just leave. That's super annoying. Nice. Awesome. Now run! Meat will all be. So with the second family disposed, we headed back to base to be greeted by the second wave of hounds this season. So after the hounds and a quick trip for reeds, we made ourselves a knight armor and set out to explore. Oh dear. On day 13, we find ourselves in another family get-together. After a grueling all-nighter, the heavens presented us a gift. Oh, look at that. One of them died because they were struck. You got a little meal for us. Thank you. How generous. Alright, this area is fully discovered as well. Yeah, we still haven't found the dragonfly. I'm pretty sure it should just be here then. Let's go find dragonfly at least. I want to find it. Eventually I do want to kill it as well. If we can survive until autumn, we'll have to do dragonfly. Just so winter will be a little bit more easier. Oh, you idiot. Oh! Frogs! Frog rain! Gotta get out of here. I hate frog rain. They should have spawned when I was fighting Moose Goose. I could have just gotten them killed. Man, come on. Come on, man. Don't tell me there isn't a dragonfly, SFGs. That'll be pretty sad, actually. Oh, jeez. Not that bad. Do we really not have dragonfly? Yeah, what the heck? Where's Dragonfly? The first time I saw that little edge peeking through the map, I honestly thought it was a part of the Lunar archipelago, but I was dead wrong. Well, we're 5 days away from summer, so I'm gonna test to see what this is. Like, that has to be Dragonfly, right? Even though it's in a completely separate island. That's crazy. Why? Oh my goodness. No, that's the Oasis! That's... you're kidding. Though in a peculiar spot, we have found all the overworld biomes that exclude sailing. After uncovering the entirety of the separated desert island, alright, cool, we headed back to base before full moon. Harassed by a small bird on the way. Are you gonna be following me now? There you go. Ow! Did you hit me? Why are you hitting me? And made no use of the full moon whatsoever. It's day 17 and we're closing in to the end of spring. I wanted to get myself a Moggles for summer spelunking, so before that, I'm delving into the caves to grab ourselves a glowberry. Ooh, rock lobsters. And this one's floating! Spelunking is fun. With all the rare loot you can find, it's hard to resist the urge to explore. But since we have a goal and a tight schedule, we pushed forward to our destination. Bingo! Glowberry acquired, and with 2 days of spring remaining, we did a little more light exploration and stumbled upon this guy. Looking forward to fighting it. Hopefully. In this run. As we're slowly approaching summer, we need to head back up and find some moles for our Moggles. Oh great, this is the one just above base. Cool. So we have 2 sinkholes. One of them is in the entrance of a, just farther away from the ruins, and then the other one's very close to the blue mushroom biome. Great, okay. I'll keep that in mind. There's a lot of things I want to accomplish during summer, and exploring the ruins is definitely one of them. Granted, I don't die by my stupidity, but if I want to play it safe, Moggles are pretty important for ruins exploration. And since we need moles, what better place to find them than the deciduous biome? And so, on the last day of spring, we got our moles, head back to camp, made our Moggles, and farm till summer hits. But since this is the constant, Charlie's gonna disrupt the peace with our first Varglet this run. Man, they spawn a Varglet. Okay, day 55 after. Well, day 50 after, I guess. Varglet time. Jeez. After the hounds, we made some more tooth traps and fertilized my farm. And that was how my spring went. Now all that's left to do is wait for summer. But before that, I want to give out a heartfelt thank you to everyone. Thanks for everybody who's sticking around to the channel, all the new names that have been subbing to the channel, all the viewers and stuff. I know it's been really quiet in the channel so far, but rest assured there's going to be more videos coming soon. So thanks again everybody for sticking around and watching my videos. That's really cool.